Give the gifts that show you get them. Welcome to your Walmart.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Did you know Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company? They're one of America's largest financial services companies, too. Just like I'm so much more than quarterback Peyton Manning. I'm also Peyton Manning.
It's lovely, Peyton.
Did you say Peyton or Peyton?
Peyton.
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 Great work.
Thank you. For your insurance and financial needs, Peyton, Nationwide is on your side.
No espero al destino. Construyo mi propio camino. Como mi arte. Mi troca es una extensión de mi ser. Mi cultura, mis raíces, me impulsan a un innegable llamado a alcanzar más.
Nuestro llamado es construir camionetas para que cuando oigas el llamado, nada pueda detenerte.
Make the bunny circle over and under. Get one bunny. Pull. Did you just do it? You did it. Let me see. I gotta look.
I told y'all to run that. Come on now.
Hey, guys. What are you guys doing? How'd you do that? Looks complicated.
Oh, it ain't that hard. Joe, tell it, man.
It's easy. Pick more or less on at least 2 players, enter your lineup, and lock in for the game.
I could have told you that. I could have told you that.
Download the PrizePicks app today. Enter $5 and get $50 instantly with code TEAM. PrizePicks. Run your game.
Pro football has gone international, and the world's most fun and lively city should be next. Dublin, Ireland.
Why?
The games are over 3 hours long.
A vision concocted by me and Jameson, two Irish legends with absolutely zero sway to make this happen.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way.
Welcome back to Tilburg, where at half-time it's Willem 2 0, FC Twente 0. A game of few opportunities, just the one shot on target for Willem 2 and a couple for Twente. But there hasn't been a great deal of goal-mouth action. Twente have enjoyed the majority of the possession and have had the ball inside the Willem 2 half for fairly lengthy periods. 4 blocked shots inside the penalty area from Twente. As darkness descends on the south of the Netherlands. Eight more games to come in the Eredivisie over the course of the weekend. Almost now at the mark of a third of the way through the season. Twente are preparing a substitution at the start of the second half. You can see the fourth official down there, Thomas Hardeman, with the board. Willem 2 were forced into a change around about the half-hour mark when Amar Fata picked up a groin injury that he couldn't shake off and was replaced by Emilio Kera. Change being made then. Off is Mace Hilgers to be replaced by number 3, Gustav Lagerbielke, the Swede, on loan from the Scottish champions Celtic. His third substitute appearance this season. He's not made a start so far in the Eredivisie, but he's going to get a full 45 plus additional time to stake his claim to his head coach, Joseph Oosting. No changes being made by Willem 2. That is Gustav Lagerbielke. Willem 2 in their red, white and blue get the second half underway, attacking the goal away to our left, the King Stand end of the Koning Willem 2 Stadion in Tilburg. Back to Rafael Behonek. It looks long. Santiago forced to go back to his goalkeeper, Didion Hurdle. Kera, who was the first half substitute for Willem Twente, does well to get the ball over on that far side. Bosch. Now Vlap on the counter for Twente. El Tayef has to check, goes down under what looked like a challenge. He's not complaining, just a loss of footing. Sandra looks up, goes for the long-range effort. And the story of this game so far, all the shots towards goal have been blocked. Rots. Lammers ahead of him. Foul on Dan Rots. And a first yellow card of the game. It's been given to Runar Sigurgesson. This was the other end. It wasn't much of a challenge, really, by Santiago. It's the second yellow of the game. The other one had gone to Amar Fata, who's now off the field. Vlap to the left, Eiting to the right. It's going to be Vlap, straight into the Willem Twente wall. Now Eiting. It's going to fall to Vlap. El Tayef. It's Bosch who clears. El Tayef again. He's caused several problems down that left flank with his pace and his power, but Rafael Behonek dealt with it well. Mikel Vlap with the corner. Not the best of deliveries. Salah Eddin into the feet of Eiting, who's got space ahead of him. Lammers. Sandra out of defence, almost single-handedly running through the Twente midfield. Lammers back towards Eiting, taken off his toes. Santiago, and now Bosch. This is promising from Willem Twente. To Vassen to the right. Bosch is brought down. It's going to be another yellow, but the first for a Twente player. They worked that really quickly. It was Dan Rots who quite clearly tugged on the shirt of his former teammate. Ringo Meerveld is the player behind the free kick. Just tries to drop it over the back. It's a good ball as well, and it's converted. No, it's not. It looked like it was going in as it came crashing back off the crossbar. Still, Willem Tvei tried to convert. Bosch with the eventual shot. That is by far the best chance so far. Meerveld with the free kick. And then first time a cross goal. I think it was Vassen coming in. Straight onto the crossbar and down again. Now Twente have space. Lammers tries to tee it up for Eiting. In from Vlap. It's going to be a Twente corner. Santiago was put under pressure by Yuri Regier, and eventually Lammers tried to find Eiting. This was the earlier opportunity. Vassen so close to opening the scoring. Vlap goes short this time. Eiting. Another good cross, that one straight at Didion Hurdle. Willem Tvei have certainly been a bit more of a threat in the second half, summed up by that chance for Vassen. Here's Regier. Almost 10 minutes played in the second half as another free kick is given for that push by Max Bruns. Very much there for the taking, the 3 points. 3 for Twente would move them to within a point of third place Utrecht, whereas a win for Willem Tvei would take them up to 7th, albeit for the time being. Good running from Meerveld out wide to Kehrer. Turpin wants it short, it's in towards Vassen. Sandra's late there. Dan Rotz on the receiving end. Last season's third-place finish for FC Twente was their best position in the Eredivisie for 10 years. Only ever been champions just the once, back in 2010. First time across from Sigurd Gerson. Bosch, lovely ball in. Sandra couldn't get the shot away. The Willem Twente fans behind that goal wanted a penalty. And now Twente on the counter. Lammers in the middle. In fact, there are two more Twente players coming up. LTF lays it off. Lammers scores. And from one end, where Willem Twente had a really good opportunity to open the scoring, it's at the other where we get our first goal, and it's been scored by the Tilburg-born Sam Lammers. Hence the muted celebration. It's a good tackle. It's a clear challenge for the ball. Just poked it through the legs of Sandra. Did Salah Adine, and it was from that which Twente went up the other end. And look at the numbers, completely outnumbered Willem Twente, and Lammers had plenty of time to convert his 5th league goal of the season against his hometown club. It just had to be, didn't it, on his return to his hometown. Second half has certainly proved much more enjoyable from a goal chance and now goal scoring point of view. It's only 6 or 7 minutes since Willem Twente struck the Twente crossbar. What have Willem Twente got in response with just over half an hour to go? Sigurd Gerson. Here's the goal. LTF into Lammers, and it was fairly straightforward, and you would have noticed by the celebration it's fairly low-key. See, Sandra can't quite believe it. He nearly scored at the other end 20 seconds earlier. Substitution has been made. Sefala El Tayef has gone off, having created the goal for Lammers, and been replaced by Mitchell van Bergen. Started most of Twente's games this season. He's on the ball already. Van Bergen in the middle towards Lammers. Laid off to Van Rooij. Blap into Van Rooij. Rots decides that there's more space on the far side, even though it's a long way over to Salah Eddin. Lagerbielke likewise tries to go for the crossfield ball towards Twente's left back. Lammers into Regeer. Long-range effort, almost finds its way into the far corner, although Didion Hurdle seemed to have it covered from Van Bergen. Got himself involved pretty quickly, Mitchell Van Bergen. Down the line for Van Bergen. Salah Eddin has stayed forward. He's in the penalty area. Teasing ball across from Lammers. Rots into Lammers, laid off, looking for Vlap, doesn't quite reach him. Sandra can't twist his way out of trouble. Rots. Van Rooij on the overlap. Sigurdsson stands his ground. Fortunate for Vass, and the ball had gone out of play. We've had 20 minutes of the second half. Sam Lammers' goal just shy of the hour mark. The difference so far in what's been a more entertaining second half than a first half that was void of clear chances. Bruns gets it back from Eiting. Van Bergen. Good work here from Twente. Salah Eddin trying to maraud his way through. Just wonder whether Peter Mas might be considering a change or two for Willem Twente to try and get themselves back in this game. It's a narrow advantage. They nearly opened the scoring before Twente scored. Not just from the chance for Sandra, but the one that hit the bar from Vassen. Bielka. Twente don't need to hurry, quite content just to work the ball around and maybe find an opening at some point. The responsibility is on Willem Twente, as you can see in the bottom corner there. Changes are afoot for the home team. Salah Eddin. Van Bergen. It's away from Kera. Still Mitchell Van Bergen. Prodded away by Willem Twente. Only as far as Vlap. Van Rooij. Vlap just took his eye off the ball. One back by Eiting. Good footwork from Karel Eiting. And he's forced a corner. Van Bergen with the delivery. It's a looping one, and it was a little bit awkward for Didier Hurdle. Almost given away inside their defensive third by Willem Twente. Triple change being made by Peter Maas, Sandra, Lachkar and Vassanov. Houston, Lambert and Bokila coming on. So the two players that have had the better chances for Willem Twente have left the field. The two Belgians, Vassen and Sandra. Jeremy Bokila is one of the players coming on to look to try to salvage something for Willem Twente in the last 20 minutes or so. Suffered 3 defeats in the last 5 Eredivisie matches. That could be 4 and 6 if it stays this way. They're away at RZ next Sunday in their next league game, whereas Twente are at home to Ajax, albeit after that Europa League game in France against Nice. Bokila on to Houston. Turpin with the first time ball. It doesn't come off. Hooked away by Bruns. Cries of handball against Lammers, and the Willem Twee fans are rewarded with a free kick. They only lost 1-0 to Ajax last weekend. Willem Twee. So they're giving the bigger guns in the division a bit more of a run for their money. It's the Willem Twee captain, Jesse Bosch, with the free kick. Away by Van Rooij. Flat then heads it clear. Meerveld under pressure from Eiting. Does really well to find a teammate. It's delivered in towards Bokila. Not cleared away, and in the end, though, Bosch's shot on goal is a wayward one. Calm it down, says Peter Maas. Take your time. Don't think there was a foul there. Well, they're in full voice. They've been noisy throughout, the Willem Twee fans. Full support for their team. They were certainly not out of it yet. Good intentions, trying to find Kera. Is the old vet going to come on? Ricky van Wolfswinkel on the right. Try and seal these 3 points with another goal. That will be the intention. Lammers just looking towards the bench. I think he knows his afternoon might be about to come to an end. But it's his goal in the 58th minute, which might be the deciding factor. Yeah, it's definitely you, Sam. Daan Rots and Sam Lammers off. Ricky van Wolfswinkel, who will replace Lammers in that centre-forward position. And Bas Kuipers is the other player coming on. Wearing number 5, he's gone over to the ball to take the throw-in on the far side. Bokila picks it up. Twente scrambling back into position. And it's Mitchell van Bergen who does his defensive duties very well, but only for a short time. Sigurd Gerson with the throw-in. Peter Maas is becoming more and more demonstrative by the touchline, by the minute. Meerveld. Houston out to Sigurd Gerson, back to Meerveld. Lifted cross field by Lambert, one of the substitutes. Turpin up against Salah Eddin. He's managed to get the cross in. Remarkably, under so much pressure from such a tight angle. Twente claimed the ball was out. was Turpan against Salah Eddin. Looked to me like the ball was still in, unless it curved out. Jesse Bosch picks it up on the charge. Good work by the Willem Tveit captain, massively appreciated by the fans behind the goal. A former Twente player trying to take points off his old club. They're getting louder as well. 12 minutes plus stoppage time. Anxiety kicking in. Tension abounds. Corners delivered. And it's going to find its way to Mikel Turpin, and the less said about the shot, the better. As it stands, Twente are going to continue their really good run of wins away to Willem Tveit. It'll be 14 in 21 visits to Tilburg if it stays this way. Free kick given against Jesse Bosch. I think he was standing his ground more than anything. His opposite number, Yuri Regier, is the player down. Change being made, and Mikel Vlap is off, and coming on his place is Guys Besseling. As you can appreciate, having a one-goal lead with 10 minutes left, Mikel Vlap is in no hurry to get off the field, just trying to break up any momentum that Willem Tveit might have and just frustrate. Deep cross, which is going to harmlessly go out of play for a Twente goal kick. Neither team able to get the ball down until Eiting looks for Van Wolfswinkel. Now Turpin on the charge. Time is of the essence for Willem Tveit, looking for an equalising goal. They're going to make another change in the moment. Rob Nizet is about to come on. Wolfswinkel caught. Boris Lambert with the challenge. Thankfully, Van Wolfswinkel seems to be okay. Bruna Sigurgesson is off for Willem II. To be replaced by the Belgian, Rob Nise. Nise's 6th appearance off the bench in the Eredivisie during this campaign. 7 minutes of normal time left as Lagerbielke goes back to his goalkeeper Lars Unnestal, who hasn't had a great deal to do. I can't think of him making any particularly outstanding save. Obviously, he could do nothing about the crashing shot that came off the bar from Vassen a few minutes before Twente opened the scoring. Closest that Willem II have come to having a shot on target. They're not registered as shots on target, anything that strikes the frame of the goal, whether it be the post or the crossbar. Santiago looking towards Bokila. Turpin, good cross in, headed away by Bruns. Still Turpin tries to keep it alive. It's going to be a Willem II corner in front of that noisy King's Stand away to the left. Up in that far corner are the Twente fans, being completely drowned out by the home support. And it comes from Kera, headed down and away from goal by Rafael Bahonek, unchallenged as well. Good corner. I wouldn't say a clear header, but he wasn't really troubled by any of the Twente players. Actually scored in midweek, Bahonek, in the 6th minute of added time to take the cup game against Genemuiden to extra time before Kijn Vassen scored his 2nd goal of the game to win it for Willem II. It'll also be an edgy few minutes for Joseph Oosting, the Twente head coach, with his team having such a narrow margin of an advantage. Back it comes from Twente. Here's Van Bergen. And he got one thing on his mind, and that is to shoot. Saved by Didion Hurdle. Regeer. Back from Van Bergen, still Yuri Regeer. Corner conceded by Lambert. Been a lively figure since coming on, Mitchell van Bergen. Twente fans not happy, claiming that ball isn't inside the quadrant. Delivered deep. Didion Hurdle clears. Comes straight back in from Twente. And away by Bahonek. Well won by Twente again. Shot from Regier. Not troubling Didion Hurdle this time. Ricky van Wolfswinkel has got a couple of goals in the league this season, and a couple in Europe as well. Turpin for Willem II, looking for that equalizer. Good cross in, and Kehrer threw himself at it. Again off the head of the Twente defender. It was Kuipers with the initial clearing header. Nise goes all the way back to Didion Hurdle as we move towards the final minute of the 90. No foul on Bukila. Towards Bukila. Referee has spotted something. It's a foul the other way, claiming that Bukila was the offender. Nudge in the back on Gustav Lagerbielke. Because of his protests, referee Oostrom has decided that it warrants a yellow card for the Willem II substitute. Bit too much back chat for the referee. 4 minutes of additional time. We've moved into those 4 minutes. A frustrated figure, does Peter Maas. Slightly more points dropped by Willem II. Driven forward by Kuipers. Van Wolfswinkel onto Van Bergen. Salah Eddin is in the middle. And really, that was fairly selfish from Van Bergen. He had options. He had Van Wolfswinkel at the back edge of the penalty area. He also had Karel Eiting on the edge of the box as well. Here, Eiting was probably the best positioned. Here is Eiting. Bosch onto Kehrer as Willem II try to get out of defence and they get the free kick. There is enough time, just over a minute, 2 minutes left of added time. And Salah Eddin and Turpin square up to each other. Didion Hurdle, straight down the middle, away by Lagerbielke. Now Bokila. Just got enough on it to keep it alive for Willem Twee. Nize down the line for Bokila. Bokila felt he was nudged there by Lagerbielke. Final minute of added time. Last chance now for Willem Twee. Straight into Van Wolfswinkel, who can't clear. One more chance to launch it into the Twente penalty area and get a dramatic equaliser. Nize will take it. They've all gone forward. Nize headed down by Van Wolfswinkel, collected by Meerveld. Time is running out. Nize again can't deliver cleanly, but Honek is there and he goes down. Shouts for a penalty. All in vain. And after 4 minutes of added time, Willem Twee have not been able to muster up an equaliser. And it's another win in Tilburg for Joseph Oosting's